Peace and love, everybody. My name is Stephanie Lee of Dharma Healing and Wellness, and I'm just coming back to you. We kind of just follow up to the surviving R. Kelly / everybody else video that I did. This is just based on some more information that somebody had requested of me, and I said, let me just go ahead and do this little video. Okay, so I'm gonna start off. I want to just read a couple of facts to you all. Forgive me, I'll be looking down because I wrote this down. So in terms of sexual violations of females and males, children we're talking about, 1 in 9 girls and 1 in 53 boys under the age of 18 experience sexual abuse or assault at the hands of an adult. Okay, that's 1 in 9 girls and 1 in 53 boys. So that's a lot of people, and I'm certain it's more than that. The numbers are higher than that. But as you all know, so many things go unreported. So just imagine, I'm going to say realistically, it's probably 1 in 5 girls. It may be about 1 in 40 boys. And again, this is just me guessing on those figures. But based on, like I said, a lot of the people that I know and things that I've heard, I think the numbers are far higher than that. This is just based on what is reported. Okay, and then perpetrators of child sexual abuse are often related to the victim. I know that's scary, but it's real. And here's something that is even scarier. Most of the perpetrators are usually the parents. So I encourage young ladies to be careful who you allow to plant a seed in you. I encourage young men to be careful of who you plant your seeds in. Okay, this stuff is serious. Okay, everybody needs to be checked out. If you feel something is suspicious, you need to honor that and just do a check. And again, as I stated in the video before, I don't want you to be paranoid, but I also don't want you to be paralyzed. Okay, so in terms of keeping a child safe, a couple of things that I came up with that I said I needed to share with you all. The number one thing is, of course, ask questions. Do not feel like you are violating if you decide to ask questions in regards to anybody, okay? I don't mind people asking questions of their children about me if it's going to potentially save their child, okay? And it's nothing on me, but it's just a certain conversation that every child needs to have with their parent. You want to just make sure you cross all T's and dot all I's, And if anybody takes it personally, oh well, they'll get over it, okay? Number 2, if you have been violated by a family member in your past, please, parents, make sure you are not allowing that child to go and stay with that family member. And unfortunately, oddly enough, a lot of people do that. A lot of people will have been victimized by, say, a parent or a godparent. Grandparent, I meant. Probably a godparent too. They will allow their child to go and stay with that perpetrator. You can't do that. Why would you do that? Do not just go and be under the notion that it happened to you. Maybe you were a female and this victim, you were victimized by a male. Please do not assume that they will not victimize your son as well as your daughter. Do not set your child up for failure like that. That's like you dropping a kid off in a lion's den. I understand that even if you are violated by a parent, that most people still love that parent. But if the parent has a sickness or an illness, you cannot ignore that. That is just so dangerous for your child. Don't do that, parents. I urge you not to do it. And if you know anybody who's doing that, then you need to say something. And also, another thing is, if you know somebody in your family has violated you or somebody else that you know, and this is still kind of a secret on the hush-hush, you are doing yourself and your family members a great disservice, okay? You need to tell those people who are still allowing their children to go stay with these people to not do that. If it was your child, well, some of you, you would probably want your child to be protected, right? So why wouldn't you tell somebody else in your family, like, hey, don't let your daughter stay over Uncle Johnny's house? Certain things don't need to be kept secret. We are continuing to allow certain things to go on by keeping these darn secrets. And let me tell you, if I know you and you are violating somebody, or you have, I'm exposing you. I'm not keeping no secret for you to go ahead and keep on messing with children. I'm not doing it. Okay? So I urge everybody to follow suit. Expose these people. They remain hidden so many times because we do not do what's right in terms of protecting the people we claim to love and care about. Okay? So the next thing I wanted to say to keep your child safe is sleepovers. So if you are into allowing your kids to have sleepovers, I don't care if it's family, it does not matter. And please understand that children also violate children. It's not just adults doing this. And it's not just saying that if a child has been victimized, I'm not saying that they're going to violate another child, okay? Because some of these kids who are violating other kids, it's just based on curiosity. And I'm not trying to minimize it, but what I'm saying is don't assume that every child that violates another child has been, done wrong in terms of sexually by somebody else, because that's not the case. A lot of kids are curious now. So, we're in this time now where children have all this pornography and things like that easily accessible to them through the internet, through TV, so they might just be curious about something. And, you just need to be aware of that. And again, don't feel like your child is just going to come and report certain things that are going on, because they're not. And here's something that might really shock you, and it might offend some, but I gotta say it. All violations don't feel bad, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, I don't even want to say unfortunately, but sometimes the person that's being victimized experience a physically pleasurable time, okay? Again, I know that sounds kind of weird, but physically, yes. But at the same time, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, it won't feel good. Okay, I hope you all can understand that. Again, I'm not advocating in no way. Please do not think that. But I gotta speak truth to you all, because in saying that, somebody, a lot of times some things just don't go reported. Don't mean it ain't no violation, Okay, so back to the sleepovers and everything. If you're doing a sleepover, you're allowing kids to come over, please make the children sleep in like an open area, like the living room. Everybody brings a sleeping bag. If people still using sleeping bags, I don't know. Or a pallet. Set up a pallet or something. Everybody had a little space on the floor. And let it be properly supervised. So have the parent or whoever sleeping on the couch, nearby. Maybe they can have some earplugs or whatever, because you might want to allow a certain amount of privacy, maybe. But anyway, just make sure that you can see everything, that you can hear, certain things, but you always want to keep everybody in a certain level of eye contact. That's just a way to keep things a lot safer. No kids playing behind closed doors. And I know a lot of times parents want to, get their kids out of their hair and send them in a room behind closed doors to play. No closed doors. Keep the doors open. And always go back and forth in that room, stagger it. You want to go in every 10 minutes and then go in 5 minutes, something like that, because so much stuff can happen behind closed doors. Again, my name is Stephanie Lee of Dharma Healing and Wellness. I hope this has helped somebody. Take care. Much love.